Hello everyone and welcome back to Apple One to One Training. This is Will. Wanted to go over the brand new Apple Sports app that Apple just kind of dropped on us. So we wanted to go over the steps of downloading the app. We're now in the App Store. You're now going to just search for Apple Sports app. It's pretty easy. Just type the word Apple Sports or Apple Sports app and you'll see a little icon there that looks like a little soccer field. So you'll go ahead and hit the download button for the Apple Sports app. This is available on the iPad and it's on iOS. However, it's only going to be in a iPhone form. Go ahead and open the app. It tells you to continue, blah, 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 blah. And now it pretty much talks about the sports. Right now, it will show today's sports with your teams. Right now, obviously, there's nothing there and what's upcoming. So now what I'm doing is I'm just looking up kind of a flaw here. The NFL is not featured on this app. And when I looked up Dallas Cowboys, I was kind of like, what? Why is it not here? Well, there's no NFL season going on right now, so I guess that kind of makes sense. But there's no games, so I guess NFL will come later. But right now, there is no NFL on here. So they have NBA, NHL. So I just looked up MLB, and I looked up yesterday, today, and upcoming, and there was nothing there either. Obviously, they're not playing yet. So I went to an actual sport that's actually working, and that's the NBA. And we looked at upcoming games, yesterday's games. Wasn't much there either, so I had to go look up NHL. There wasn't much there. But you can see that we're going through one game here. It's giving us some stats, betting odds, as well as where the conferences are right now in the standings. So that way you get the idea where it's playing and what time it's playing at. So that way you know those details of the app. So now I'm just going to search for something else. So let's go ahead and search for the Bulls. And you can see there's like a star there. So I hit the star icon, and now that adds the Bulls to my favorites. That way they're always here. I like the old school Bills. What am I saying? I'm a Jordan guy. Go ahead and look up another team. So I'm going to look up NHL. So I'm also going to choose a team. Well, I'm from New Jersey, so I'm going to choose the Devils as my favorite. So now I put a little star on that one. And now you can see on the top, you can start to see that fill out. So you can actually, I already have my teams there that I want to do. And my teams aren't playing, but there was one yesterday with the Devils, and there's an upcoming one. So I tapped on the game from yesterday, and here are the stats. So you can see that we have team stats, we have play-by-play, we have box score. So you have different ways to analyze the game. So this is a summary way of looking at play-by-play, lots of information there, and regarding the stats as well. So Devils lost. They're not doing that good this year. All right, so I looked up. See, the problem is not a lot of things are up right now. This is kind of like a weird thing. So as you can see, I'm kind of messing around here trying to figure out what is actually around. So if I look up my teams, and now it shows me my team. But you see it's a mixture of hockey and it's a mixture of the Bulls. So you can see there's like a mixture of the teams there, what's coming up in the future games. So that helps me out. So I know where the Bulls are playing, I know where the Devils are playing, and that's why I like the idea of my teams where the upcoming shows that. And then, of course, there's yesterday's games, which there wasn't much there. But you can also add just the league itself. So if I tap on Premier League, there was a game yesterday. It was only one game. And then again, it has more stats based on what it was. Lineup, play-by-play summary. So again, it depends on the sport. It actually has a different lineup of different items that you could look through if you need that information. You can see upcoming. And then again, it was really hard for me. I'll be honest. Like if you kind of go through the app, it's very basic. Really not much to it. I don't know how valuable this is. For some people, to be honest. But one of the things I wanted to look around was like, well, what can I do here? So there's a thing called pick leagues, or there's no league. So I didn't know what the heck that was. So I went through, and then I see stars on the league itself. So then what I could do is I could put the entire league on there instead of it just being the teams. So with some figuring it out, I actually chose my league. And again, I chose something there was nothing going on. So it's like, I'm going through this and I'm like, wait a minute, there's nothing here. So I had to choose, so again, I hit the button on the top, and then I now chose NBA, NHL, obviously things that were more recent. And then I'm going to hit done. And then now I can just go to NHL. And now I can see the whole NHL available in the My League section. So that was the way I was able to figure it out. So as you can see here, guys, this app is very blah. I don't know if it's a great app for people to use. I don't know if it's valuable for people to use. There is one thing I will say, though. If you go through the sports app, there is a benefit to that. So one of the benefits is going to Apple News. So if you look down the left side, you'll notice all the teams that I just added are there. You can see the Bulls. You can see the NHL. You can see everything that I added on the Apple Sports app did connect to here. But if you look at what the Apple Sports app is offering, more detailed, and I feel like that this is more the way to go. I think I don't know why they created the Apple Sports app. I think they wanted to condense everything if you just want to look at sports, unless they have a higher projective here. But as you can see, I can see information about the game, the standings, like about the game. I think the other app is more for basics. Like, it's really basic. Like, there's obviously news here in the MLB. All the teams are broken down. So what's the purpose of the Apple Sports app? Why did Apple come out with this? I would love for you to answer that question, because I do not know why they came out with it. I think it was out of nowhere. Apple just kind of sprung it on us, so I thought I'd go through it and take a look at it and see, what would I use this for? And I really figure it out. I don't know what to use it for. I don't even know if it has a notification feature on it or not. I don't even think I turned it on if it does. I don't see a reason for this app to be existing. So Apple, I know you tried. I mean, obviously going through this, like, now that there was more games today, like when I was going through that, there wasn't that many games. But if I look at today score, just to show a screenshot up there, there's a lot more stuff up there. There was a lot more games that went on today, and I could definitely see more things, more details of some of the information. I think the day I chose just wasn't good to go through this, but I did see yesterday, today, and upcoming. If you just need to know when the game is, what their standings are, and what's going on today now, that's really it. If you want to see what's going on now, so that's really the main purpose of the app. So there might be a use for it, there might not be. It's more live than I think that Apple News is, but I don't know if necessarily you're going to use this app all the time. You tell me, guys, in the comments, if you opened the app, downloaded it, tell me what you think of it, and leave it in your comments. But I do thank you guys for joining us here, and I love every single one of you.